Hi, this is Julie Thompson reporting from IAB Innovation Days at Internet Week, New York. I'm here with Konrad Feldman, CEO and co-founder of Quantcast. You just got off the stage where you gave quite a presentation on multi-screen addressability and kind of the future of our business and putting the technology back in ad tech. So can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. I think we all see every day how technology is changing media, from all the new websites that appear, our devices and apps, but there's also an equally profound use of technology that sits underneath all of that that can help organize data and really create relevance for consumers.
That's great. And Konrad, you've really been a pioneer in increasing reach and effectiveness of online advertising. And in this multi-screen world, how do you continue that effort in this with untethered consumers, as we're calling them now, untethered to any screen and using every screen?
Well, the web was already tremendously fragmented, and of course the proliferation of different devices and multiple devices just creates more fragmentation. Fragmentation is a wonderful thing for consumers. People are able to access content wherever they want, and the amount of choice they have, has never been greater. But fragmentation also challenges the traditional processes that are used for buying and selling media, and that's where technology can really assist. Technology that can help understand audiences and can help create relevance in real time, often at the rate of hundreds of thousands of times every second, so that the experiences that consumers have are truly relevant for them. And when you do that properly, of course, everyone gains. When a consumer has a more relevant experience, the marketer's advertising messages are going to be more effective, and the publishers are able to better monetize the audiences that they've worked so hard to garner.
Yeah, I thought one of your interesting messages was that machines do beat people, and with the scale and speed now of buying, that automation is a good thing.
That's right. Certainly, there are lots of areas where machines beat people. There's plenty of things that people are still better at doing. We've got some time. We've got some time yet, and certainly strategic sort of decision making, people do a much better job. But in terms of sort of repetitive tasks that require analyzing enormous amounts of data and making decisions very quickly, which is exactly how real-time media operates, you really can't beat computer devices. As I mentioned earlier, there are hundreds of thousands of impressions available for auction every second in the real-time exchanges. There are hundreds of thousands of impressions more that exist on publishers' sites, and the ad servers have to make decisions, and the computers can just make a better decision if they're armed with the right data, and that data is applied effectively.
Right, and another one of your big notions for success for marketers was that data is not sufficient on its own. You even quoted Kim Cadillac from J&J, data everywhere, but where are the insights? So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think data that doesn't result in insights and results for the marketer is just a cost. It's not cheap to organize and sort of manage data. And getting the sort of the effective value from data means, first of all, having a really clear understanding of the objectives for the marketer and for the campaign, but also having the right type of technology and analytics that can really convert that data automatically into insights and into the right sort of reach and the right sort of conversions for a performance advertiser. And the technology is really important. Now, if you have those things, having more data is fantastic. But if you don't have those things, it doesn't matter how much data you've got. In fact, you're probably just going to drown in the data.
Right. And also your point about clicks being a poor metric for display, and especially with what IAB is doing with making measurement make sense and some of the measurement initiatives, do you think the digital GRP is far away?
So search has dominated online advertising to date. And the click is a phenomenal metric for search. We spend about 4% of our time searching, but when we search, we expect to click on something. And so the click is a very good metric for search, but the rest of the time we're spending online, we're not necessarily looking to click on something, and yet the advertising can still be influential. And what numerous studies have now shown is that a subset of the population click on ads, and if you focus just on clickers, you'll actually end up with less performance. And I think this is very easy to measure. You mentioned sort of an online GRP, and I think we're moving towards standardized mechanisms for measuring the effectiveness of a campaign. Now, they may be sort of generic in that they could apply to anyone, or they may be very, very specific for the marketer. Many of the advertisers we work with have very clear performance metrics. They sell their products online, and so you can actually measure the conversion results. And when you have a campaign that's actually focused on optimizing the total number of conversions, not just the number of clicks, you actually end up with way more conversions.
Excellent. So what are you looking ahead for Quantcast in the next year or two? What's your main primary focus?
So we want to continue to innovate in both our measurement and targeting solutions. I think historically, measurement and targeting have been considered very distinct phases in the media fulfillment cycle. And in a world of real-time media, you have to be able to measure the impression in real time to target it. Those two become two sides of the same coin. And we want to continue to innovate on both of them across all screens and hopefully continue to deliver great results for our clients.
Excellent. Well, Konrad, thank you so much. It was so interesting. So we'll see you back in the sessions.
Absolutely. Great to be here. Thank you.